Hi, Kristen here from Kids Work It Out. If you've joined us before, welcome back. And if not, this is your first time, thank you for coming. Kids Work It Out is a program that provides yoga and nutrition to Detroit elementary schools. And since 2005, we have impacted over 17,000 children just like you. Today, we're going to be focusing on a flexibility yoga flow, and that focuses on poses that lengthen and also strengthen and stretch the muscles. This helps to prevent injury and improve our athletic performance, for example, in sports. Stretching with yoga is a really awesome way to start your morning or even to end your day. Before we get started on our yoga mat or start moving our body, I'd like to take you through a breathing exercise. So all we need to do is first bring one hand to our heart and another one to our belly. And just take a few moments to notice your breath, how it naturally sounds, the rhythm, the pace. Notice what you feel as you take a deep inhale through your nose. Notice what feels different when you exhale, maybe the temperature of the air. And now let's begin to lengthen or take a deeper breath. So this time we're going to fill our lungs completely up with air, imagining that our lungs are actually like a balloon. And when we breathe in, we're going to fill the balloon completely with air so our lungs will expand. All right, you ready? So deep inhale in. Fill your lungs up and exhale. This time we're going to let all the air out of the balloon. Good. Two more just like that. Inhale, fill your balloon up with air. Let it expand, let it get even bigger, and let the balloon deflate. Good. Last really deep breath here. And let it go. Great. So let's continue to use our breathing and our awareness of breath to guide us through this yoga practice. Let's start in mountain pose. So standing up nice and tall with my feet firmly planted on the ground, legs are still, just like the base of a mountain is still. Stand up nice and tall and imagine that the peak of your head is the top of a mountain. Imagine your peak growing even taller. On an inhale, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, and on the exhale, relax the shoulders down away from your ears. Let your palms face forward and arms come down by your side. Pull your belly in. Take a deep breath here. And on your next inhale, circle the arms up above your head and look up for tall mountain pose. Reach through your fingertips. On an exhale, we're going to fold forward, hinging at the hips, coming all the way down, bringing our hands onto our legs until our head is upside down. Go ahead and roll onto your toes and then your heels, back and forth a little bit, just noticing where your center of gravity is. So the place right in between where we can balance. Good. On the next inhale, we're going to lift up halfway. So go ahead and flatten and straighten and extend your back. Look forward. Pull the belly in tight, hands to knees. And on the next exhale, we're going to plant our hands down, fingers spread nice and wide. Step one foot back and then the other to plank pose. So body is long like a ruler. And if you need to bring your knees down, that's fine. Go ahead, take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, pull your elbows in towards your body as you lower down onto your belly. That's Crocodile Pose. Point your toes away from you. Press your legs together to create a snake tail. And on a deep inhale, press the mat away as you arch your back and lift your head for Cobra Pose. Take a deep breath here. Feel the stretch in your belly, the strength in your back. And then on your next exhale, curl your toes under your ankles and lift your hips up and back to an upside down letter V shape. So arms and legs are straight and strong here. This is downward dog. Just like a dog has a tail up in the air, get your tail up nice and high. So hips are high. Your heels will naturally gravitate towards the mat, but it's okay if they don't reach just yet. They will with practice. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Look at your knees. And on your next inhale, come up to your tiptoes. Exhale, look forward and bend your knees and walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to tall mountain pose, extending the arms above our head. And exhale, relax the arms down. Great. So that was our sun salute yoga flow, which is a great warm up to get our muscles warm and prepared for stretching and flexibility poses. So let's continue now. Inhale, circle the arms up to tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands down and step your right foot back to runner's lunge. Now, don't step the other foot back just yet. Go ahead, lower your right knee down and point your toe away from your body. Then you can use your hands if you'd like, or you can just take one big sweeping motion, circling the arms up above your head. Take a deep breath in, stretch the fingertips as far up as possible, and on an exhale, relax your shoulders down while keeping your arms extended above your head. On the next exhale, go ahead and shift, lunge forward into your left knee. Feel the stretch in your hips here. And continue to use your breath in this pose. Try to find just one moment of stillness. Maybe you can think about the places where you feel sensations of stretching, sensations of strength, your muscles working. Good. Exhale, plant the hands down just around your left foot. Then we're going to shift our hips back and come up onto our left heel. So our left toes point up. Keep your hips high above your back foot and take a deep breath in and exhale, let your head just hang forward. This is half seated splits here. Go ahead and flex your foot so that your toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Notice the stretching sensation through the back of your left leg underneath. One more deep full breath here. With each exhale, we might want to ask ourselves if we're trying our hardest. And also noticing if anything ever feels like too much, listening to our body's communication and honoring our body's needs. So taking breaks when we need to, or modifying a pose. Modifying means changing it in whatever way makes it comfortable for you. Good, so now we're going to walk our hands back forward towards our left foot. We're going to step that foot back, curl our toes under, inhale, lift your hips up to downward dog. That upside down V again. Take 2 ocean breaths here. Go ahead, pull your hips up high. Legs are strong. Feel your chest expand as you take a deep breath in. And then inhale, tiptoes, exhale, bend knees, look forward and walk up to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle arms all the way up and relax down to mountain pose. So now we'll do that on the other side. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, this time we're going to plant our hands down, bend your knees, and step your left foot straight back to runner's lunge. Lower the left knee down, point the toes away from you, and inhale, circle the arms up. This is Crescent Warrior with a knee. On an exhale, keeping your arms extended, relax your shoulders down away from your ears a bit. And on your next exhale, go ahead and lunge forward towards your right knee. Making sure that both of your hips are pointing towards the front of your mat, if you have a mat at home. One more deep full breath here. Maybe you notice a stretching sensation through the front of your left thigh and hip right now. Just notice it. Exhale, plant the hands down and lift the right toes up as you send your hips back to hover over your left heel for half seated splits. Take a deep breath in, lift up your head. And on the exhale, we're going to let our belly fall towards our thigh. Remember, flex the toes up towards the ceiling. So once we're in a pose that we're holding for a moment, the first step is to breathe, of course. And then the second step is to find a moment of stillness. Third, notice. And notice means notice anything. Notice your sensations, the physical feelings in your body. Notice your thoughts, maybe any thoughts going through your head. Maybe you're thinking, this is hard, or this is easy, or this is fun, or this is lame. Any thoughts, and not having any judgment. So that's what makes it mindfulness, is that we suspend judgment. That means that we don't choose whether something is good or bad. We just accept things for what they are. So it takes practice. Go ahead, walk your hands forward and step the right foot back to table pose. Inhale, we're going to take a cat and cow pose. So first, table pose, our hands are directly beneath our shoulders, knees are beneath our hips, back is flat. And on an inhale, let your belly drop, head goes up, hips stay high. Exhale, opposite, round the back, let the hips and head drop. One more full round like that. Inhale, expand through the front of the body. And exhale, contract, lift the back. Good, so now we're gonna come on to our elbows and extend the legs away from you. So go ahead, plant your hands down on the floor, your palms face down, and make sure that there's equal distance between your elbows and your hands. That means that your forearms are parallel to one another. Your elbows should be directly beneath your shoulders. We're in Sphinx Pose. So on an inhale, we're just going to look directly forward, keeping the shoulders rolled back towards our hips. Use your breath here. Remember, find stillness, breathe, and notice. Good. So now we're going to bend the right knee and reach our right hand around the outside of our ankle. This is half bow pose. So just go ahead and gently pull. So noticing where your resistance is. So that means if things are really tight, that we don't push it too hard. We just want to feel a subtle stretch, and that's enough. Good. Go ahead, relax that knee down, foot down, and then we'll switch sides. Half bow on the left side, so swinging the left hand back around the outside of the left ankle. Keep your right hand down on the ground to support you and stay steady. And if you want, you could experiment with the difference of sensation between flexing your toe. You can also play around with pulling your foot away from your body to kind of stretch open your left side like that. Point your toe. So just notice, always keep an open mind and make your yoga practice your own. Good. Go ahead, relax that hand down. Press your hands beneath your shoulders. We're going to take a Cobra Pose. Point your toes away from your body. Arch your back. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips up and back for downward dog. We're going to take 2 full deep breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose. One more just like that. Inhale, deep breath. Fill the lungs completely with air, and then let it go. Next inhale, come up to your tiptoes, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees and hop or step up to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, big movement, sweeping the arms all the way up to tall mountain pose. And exhale, mountain pose. Oh, wonderful. So thank you very much for joining me in this flexibility yoga flow. We have videos coming out twice a week, so please be sure to subscribe and check back. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks again.